Yeah, you can hit the like as you come in. Just gonna go over a couple of topics. We're gonna be on here too long. But yeah, I had almost forgot that Carissa Shield was a free agent. I knew about it a couple of weeks ago, then forgot about it. Then when they said something about Shakur being a free agent again, I started thinking about that a lot more than Shields. I had forgot again. But yeah, she's a free agent now. I don't know which direction she's going, but she always picks the best fights. I know that. The best available, especially. But yeah, I like that she doesn't run too many fights back. I know the Hannah Gabriel's fight, she tried to run back, but you know how that went. But yeah, she don't run too many fights back unless she needs to. I think a lot of fighters use that to get away from other fights. Oh well, I know this person's on my level, so let me just do two more fights with them. Sometimes that happens. I wouldn't say all the time. Sometimes it's just business, just a good rivalry. But because most trilogies make sense, I think these days it's starting to get a little out of hand. But yeah, she don't do rematches. That's one thing I like that she doesn't do. She'll do the fight one time. That means she dominating. If Carissa Shields shows up and performs at a high level, she don't really need to fight nobody twice. That's really when you can call yourself the GOAT or something like that. If you show up, fight somebody one time, and then you move on after that. Yeah, you the GOAT. You doing stuff like that, and that's what's going on right now. That's why I'm glad she's a free agent at this time. I think she's been doing a good job with Salida Promotions. I know Jake Paul been getting a lot more coverage with Amanda Serrano. Probably not overall, but lately. But yeah, Carissa been doing it big though. Had an all women's card. Yeah, a lot of these ideas be already done. I know they had an all women's card recently on Netflix, but yeah, Shields was already doing that. That had already been done. So yeah, if you are a promoter or someone who wants to sign a fighter, I would definitely sign her. That's the biggest free agent right now. I mean, outside of let me turn this off real quick. Outside of her, Layla Ali, I don't know any fights bigger than that. I know we got Canelo and Crawford coming up, but I'm talking about fights that's not made right now. It's not a bigger fight right now. So if that's on the table, as a promoter, you would definitely want to try to sign her because if they do the fight right, they can do a lot of numbers. Yeah, the way they're doing the fight, I think he'll do a lot of numbers right now. But her being a free agent, that's gonna help out a lot. So she can go in any direction. It's a lot of female fighters that's free agent at the same time. I know Baumgartner was a free agent. Yeah, it was a. It's been a lot of that going on recently. I guess everybody signed at the same time, you know. But yeah, it's like all around the same time almost. Haven't been that active either. But yeah, Shields got a lot of options though. I know she was supposed to meet with Turkey on the Sheet early this year. I don't know what kind of difference that would have made up until this point, but that would have been an interesting meeting to have happen. Because ever since then, I told people that Layla Ali fight, they're gonna start talking about it. I know a lot of people say she's old. Man, a lot of fighters are in their 40s, especially female fighters. That's nothing. There used to be a lot of male fighters in their 40s. Yeah, that changed a lot, but I think that's because of activity. Guys not fighting as much as they used to. So yeah, guys is hanging it up faster. But as far as Shields, she said she's trying to have a baby soon. She said next year. I'm like, oh, it's not gonna be any fights going on next year then. So if it don't happen, what in the next 8 months, probably ain't gonna happen. Yeah, that's gonna be a stretch. I heard people saying that she should fight Shadeja Green, but yeah, I actually want to see that fight. Me, I'll watch it. But then she said Cruz already beat Green, which I said, but those the best two available. far as I see. That's the best two available. Yeah, if Cruz want to fight her again, I'll watch that. But if not, yeah, it would definitely be Green. But you know, everybody want to see the Layla Ali fight if that could happen. Yeah, that's the fight a lot of people want to see. From what I from what I seen, it looks like they thought Marshall was gonna be. What's going on, Pooh Dangles? Yeah, that's what I said, Pooh Dangles. She should fight Cruz. She looked better since she fought Cruz. If I was her, I would have fought Cruz. Yeah, I would have fought Cruz, especially after this fight. It's not saying she got to prove herself. It's just me personally. I want to see her fight Cruz twice. I think if she fight Cruz twice, she got a good chance of beating Cruz. But and that was just a good fight either way. That's why a lot of people want to see the fight. It was a good fight. But her fighting Shields, I don't know. She'll be catching her at a good time right now. Yeah, I ain't gonna. I'm not gonna discredit what Green's doing, even though she lost to Cruz. Cruz just got a lot more experience, but maybe she got better. But if you're in Green position, you definitely want to try to fight Claressa Shields. Now the thing is, if you Green and you go out there with Claressa Shields, she might get stopped. I'm just saying, anybody can get stopped by Shields. Just a possibility. I ain't saying she will. I don't know who gonna win. I'm just saying, when you jumping in the ring, Claressa Shields, it's a good chance you may get stopped. Cause Danielle Perkins ain't no joke. She can punch. Yeah, she was no joke. Now I don't know if Green and Perkins done fought in the pros, but that'll be a good situation. I know Perkins was saying she want to fight Shields again. I'm like, I don't know, man. The first fight was good, but two fights, that wouldn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, it was three people trying to face off with Christian Shields. I think Perkins was trying to. I don't know if they was all at the fight, but I know Cruz was at the fight. I was like, wow. But yeah, Cruz, she definitely should deserve to fight though. She's fought everybody. She didn't get past Marshall, but yeah. And that makes a lot of sense because she didn't get past Marshall, but Green did. They both want to fight Shields. But you know, a lot of people don't want to double back and do the same thing again, especially when they're a champion already. But that's how it goes sometimes. Yeah, she should entertain that. But yeah, I like Green though. I think Green's starting to hit her stride right now. That win over Marshall was the best performance she had so far. Cause she could have lost that fight, but she pulled it off. Yeah, Green and Perkins would be a good fight. Yeah, that'll be a good fight. Yeah, I'm okay with that kind of fight. But any of those fights that don't happen, it'll be a bad look. Unless Layla Ali or Shields make a fight soon, it's not many options. And the girl who faced off with Shields at the open workout, yeah, she'll be a good fight too. But outside of that, I will move on. Cause she only fighting the best. I know people were saying her versus Bumgarner, and I wasn't trying to be funny in them, but I'm being real. No way Bumgarner should be in the ring with her. I mean, at a certain point, it could have happened, but Bumgarner, when I don't think she was ready. So because everybody moving up these days, and Shields was cutting a lot of weight at that point. And from what I've heard, she's not going to do it again. It's not. It's hard to cut weight as you get older. Yeah, it's harder to do to cut the weight. But everybody had a chance to fight her though. Shields went down as far as she could. Everybody was close to her weight. Then as soon as she moved up, everybody moves down. It don't make sense. I mean, that's a big name you're not gonna have on your resume, so I think that kind of hurts the sport when a lot of these females don't fight each other. That's why Green has a big name right now. She's fighting everybody. Her, Cruz, um, it's a few names. I don't want to go through all of them, but they fighting everybody right now because I didn't think that Green and Cruz would fight this early. So if that fight can happen, any other fight can happen in women's boxing. That's why when Green had the loss to Cruz, people didn't think she had a chance versus Marshall. But yeah, now she's a threat to Shields though. You say anyway versus Rigo? Man, Rigo, 44 years old. I seen how old Rigo was recently. That dude is 44 years old. Bro, Rigo, an old man now. 44? And I like Rigo too. I think if Rigo would have stayed active though, Food Angles, if Rigo would have stayed active, he would have pulled it off. Yeah, they had Rigo fighting like around 2000 and man, look, they had Rigo fighting one time a year. Crazy stuff, bro. Yeah, that's crazy. They had Rigo fighting one time a year, man. Yeah, Rigo got a nice resume though. And Casemiro fight, they say he was moving around too much. That's funny. I'm always laugh at that. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I seen that, man. You know, they don't have a lot of his fights on here. Oh, you talking about on that what's it called? 11. The 11 event? Yeah, I seen that. I think they have Vargas Jr. on there. Yeah, bro, he got ducked by a whole weight class, bro. That's why I don't be showing no mercy. That's crazy, man. Yeah, Pooh Dang got ducked by a whole weight class. That might have been worse than the Crawford situation. Yeah, that might be worse. That man, yeah, that Loma fight where everything went left. Even going into the Loma fight, bro, that was the biggest mistake. When you go back and look, the man had only let me see, he had only fought one. Hey, before he fought Loma, he was what, 44 now, so he had to be eh, about 36. So he was 36 when he fought Loma. Yeah, you know what the crazy part is? I'm looking at this. He only fought like 3 rounds 2 years before he fought Loma. And he was what, 36? Yeah, he was signed up to get destroyed. Yeah, I just realized that. He only fought 3 rounds. Bro ain't have no tune ups. Like when you look at it, this man ain't got no tune ups for real. Yeah, he ain't got no tune ups. I think he got one that's considered a tune up because he probably got two that's like a tune up. But most of his record is not tune ups though. Fighting once a year, yeah. They try to set him up. And people, if he would have been active, probably would have been undefeated. But he started young, anyways. I mean, yeah, he started young. The 2019. I mean, no, that was 2009 and 2000. Nah, he wasn't active during then. But yeah, that was crazy though. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on right now. I know somebody who isn't getting ducked. They got Tank Davis out here. The news floating around, which I knew was gonna happen again. I was just waiting on it. I told everybody a couple months ago when he came out saying stuff about the Roach rematch, and then he went away. Then the news came out recently. I understand what everybody's saying, but listen, if every time this man get in an argument, he gotta go sit down or take a break for a minute, man, he might as well hang it up, bro. I'm gonna be real. Everybody else ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it. Everybody ain't getting this kind of privilege right now. There's a lot of privilege going on in boxing. I was just listening to the same news last year, and I ain't see all these permission slips being handed out. Where everybody just understanding now. It sounds like something ain't going according to plan right now. Because people are being very nice right now. Other fighters was accused of doing stuff like this. Now be careful what you wish for. Just last year, everybody was asking Devin Haney to hang it up. Man, it's time to retire, bro. It's time to hang it up. And then Tank come out and say, man, I'm finna hang it up. Then everybody saying, nah, he just playing. Even if he is playing, you don't need to be playing like that. So even if he's playing or if he's serious or not serious, I don't want to say it's over because that'll be a very negative thing to say, but I'll just say this. It ain't what people thought it was. They thought it was gold and then copper. It ain't what they thought it was. I'll just say that. And everybody been nice about it, bro. It ain't been really no trolling going on. But for any news to be coming out Talking about anybody think about being retired or anything, whether it's real or fake. I'm hearing people say it's fake, but the same person put out some news recently. Everybody else was saying it was real. The dude Dick Glazer, everybody said he was putting out real news. He put out that Tank was thinking about retiring again or whatever. People like, oh, that's fake. They believe everything else, Buddy be saying. See what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, it's too late. Brother, shut down the social media. It's over with. I already know what time it is. It's finna be no accountability. Not finna answer your questions. Ain't finna get those type of questions at a press conference. Everybody was so shook last time. Old girl had to ask about Shakur. Man, them dudes were so shook to ask a question. Finally, somebody, old girl said, "Hey, what do you think about Shakur? Oh, what has he done?" So yeah, we know what time it is. We know what time it is. Hey, Tank been boxing how long, bro? I'm gonna just keep it 1,000. I'm gonna go all the way in for about 5 minutes. Tank been boxing how long? Let me tell y'all something real quick. When I do a Tank Davis video, it means something. I don't be just dropping no videos every day. My video good like a old VHS. You can run that back 50 times, like Friday or something. So the man started boxing in 2000. What? His professional career, 2013. Okay, it's 2025 right now. So that is what 12, 13 years of news, something like that, right? Man, most of this stuff don't be accurate, man. When they be talking about him, because everybody's so scared. So most of the news you hear about Tank, it don't even be accurate. 12 years of news. You can't go nowhere and find 12 years of news that's accurate on him. I don't care how gangster these dudes is. They ain't thinking the same way he is. I'm already knowing what's going on. I see the play. I'm like, oh, okay. But they don't, man, these folks don't know what's going on. And I'm not no expert or no genius or no everything. I just see the play. It's been going on 12 years. And every time some truth pop up, people be like, nah. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, you don't believe that? Oh, you ain't gonna believe it. You ain't gonna believe the rest of this stuff you finna see then. You in denial. Nah. It's not that everybody knows what's gonna happen with them or something like that. It's that people are denying things that's actually happening and trying to find a reason why it happened. If a bird fall out the sky, somebody like, oh well, I'm gonna explain why. Bro, you were just standing here with me. How you gonna explain that bird just fell out the sky when me and you were sitting right here? That's what's going on. 12 years of Tank Davis, 13 years, 14, however long it is. You can say 15 years, however long it is. Where the accurate news at? You know what I'm saying? People always say that's my favorite fighter. Man, what an accurate news at. It just be a lot of nut hugging. What an accurate news at when it comes to Tank Davis. All this what he finna do, I don't want to hear all that. That's hype man stuff. What's the old boy that used to run around with Buster Rhymes? That's all they doing. They Tony Yayo. It ain't been no facts coming out about this young man Tank Davis. It has been inaccurate. His biggest fans have told nothing but lies about him. They don't know anything he has going on. I mean, nothing. I knew it was gonna be a problem when um Tank had the assistant issue, and then the dates with Lamont Roach fight, and then everybody worried about Haney and Young Thug. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's over with. It's a wrap, bro. Might as well go ahead and retire. It's over with. These dudes ain't focused on you, champ. They can say what they want, bro, but you just a Saturday night, bro. That's it. I'm gonna keep it a hundred with you. What these dudes talking about, man? I don't know what's going on when it comes to Tank no more. I don't even look up Tank news no more. I'm like, man, it's over with. It's been 10 years, bro. It's over. It's been just like Canelo news. It's been 10 years. It's over. Tyson Fury news. It's been 10 years, bro. It's over. That leaf finna get burnt. It ain't finna get turned over. Ain't no leaves getting turned over no these days. We see what the play is. Yeah, it's getting real right now, which is a good thing, but it gotta happen that way. But the Tank news, disappointing, man. If they had to make a autobiography or a history book, it'll be all kind of TMZ stuff in there. Ain't gonna be no real authentic n- nothing. It's gonna be stuff, just made up stuff that Harvey from TMZ will say. Ain't gonna be nothing that nobody. They got some real knowledge about anything gonna be able to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Now my question is: are guys an open book for real in boxing, or are they just tweeting? Because I don't think most guys are. The ones I think that's real and give people the real, they get a lot of backlash. So that's usually where things go left when I see things. But yeah, bruh, quiet. Ain't said nothing about no retirement since the press conference. He's really just chilling. You probably won't even hear him have a conversation about it. Like you said, he wanted to hang it up anyways. It, it was talked about with money. Then he made it about just my personal life, want to get things better, which is fine. But yeah, you doing the most talking though. Then recently, when Berlanga had his situation out of nowhere, that wasn't even talked about. Really, it was. I wasn't really focused on it, me personally. I was like, man, I could show this some attention, but uh, not really. But yeah, he doubled back and had a reaction to the Berlanga situation. So what? What he gonna do? Retire and still be reacting to boxing? Come on, man. He can say right now at home, man, I'm retired, man. I ain't finna do nothing. You still reacting to boxing though. You still keeping up with everything that's going on, but you ain't trying to get in the ring. Yeah, somebody gonna answer for this. What's up, Alpha Pal? What's going on, dog? Yeah, for him not to get in the ring, I told everybody once a year boxing right now. Tank Davis is in his prime, bro. If you a fan of him or if you're not a fan of him, even if you want to see him get beat, you want to see him fight right now, okay? So it can be no excuses. This man is fighting once a year, and nobody on the list that fans want him to fight has been scratched off yet. I mean, the Ryan Garcia thing, but I told everybody that's not gonna be a good fight. And it wasn't a good fight. That fight gets no replay. I go back and watch it. I'm like, oh, this is a boring fight, bro. I can't even watch it. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be a bad matchup. And Tank have exciting fights. I don't think too many people have a problem watching him versus Roach because they want to see it again. That Ryan fight though, nobody wants to see that again. That's the crazy part. Nobody. Well, I heard people say that recently after the Haney situation, but man, they just said that because of that. They don't want to see that fight. But yeah, I think Tank just giving himself time, man. Fight once a year. You know, if this is gonna be the last argument, I don't know, man. Things happen, so might be in the same situation again. We gonna see though. We definitely gonna see. This man could be in the same situation again. And I noticed recently, I wanted to say this a couple of months ago, but man, I noticed Stephen Fulton been getting called out by all kind of people. It seems like everybody calls him out. I know Shushu just called him out recently. He's in the weight class. It makes sense. He fought anyway, but the man's trying to fight what? O'Shaquie Foster? No way he can fight him right now. Yeah, he better off asking for Figueroa or something. Hey man, I'm tripping. I just thought about something. Why don't he try to fight Angelo Leo? I just thought about that. Yeah, why don't he just fight him? Yeah, that's a good fight, man. Yeah, they need to go ahead and make that fight. Everybody waiting on it anyway, man. That ain't gonna happen, bro. They had plans, but it's not gonna happen. That's why everybody trying to fight in Fulton. These dudes ain't crazy. They know the best option right now is Stephen Fulton. That's why everybody trying to line up to fight him. But he need to fight Angelo Leo though. Is everybody? I don't want to say they're scared, but oh yeah, Shushu want to fight Leo. Cool. I don't know why I ain't been hearing his name. I heard Nick Ball, but oh, he said Fulton as well. Yeah, Angelo Leo. Yeah, everybody act like they want to unify. I mean, everybody in boxing want to unify. You got to fight somebody until that happens. But for Shushu to say they sent Nick Ball an offer and the man gonna fight Sam Goodman in a couple of weeks, I didn't like that. Sound like no, he's a threat. Yeah, they know he's a threat. You turning down that kind of money, and people say he's a prospect. They say, oh, he's a 30-year-old prospect. So we turned down what, $2 million to fight a prospect? Yeah, the promoters know he a threat. I don't think Nick Ball ducking, but promoters know what time it is. They saying Shushu go crazy in the ring. The guy he just fought recently was undefeated. I know it was somebody people don't know, but yeah, that dude he wasn't bad. But yeah, everybody trying to fight Stephen Fulton because he fought Inoue, and Inoue is nowhere near 126. Then you got Fulton fighting 130s now. So everybody like, yeah, we got the guy who fought Inoue, and he only got one loss. And then that'll put a lot of guys' name in a different category because you and Inoue will be the only guys that stop Stephen Fulton. So that's why a lot of guys like, yeah, put me in the ring with him. I think it's a good matchup though. Smaller weight class is starting to get it jumping. They had 3 title fights on today. You know, smaller weight class is starting to get it jumping, man. 126, I already knew what time it was. If y'all notice on my channel, I haven't been putting too much thought into 126. I knew they was gonna take a break this year. Wasn't too much going on, especially after Inoue was waiting on Sam Goodman. Now you got Nick Ball fighting Sam Goodman, so yeah, shoot, he gonna have to wait till next year probably, bro. These guys is ducking. They waiting big time because it's really no names at 126. And you fighting Sam Goodman? That's crazy. How you fighting two guys anyway? For I know Sam Goodman undefeated, but bro, come on, man. Yeah, man. I mean, the fight gonna be in Riyadh, so it is what it is. I ain't trashing Sam Goodman, but I'm just saying. I don't think he's horrible or nothing. He's still young. He only 26. But man, bro ain't even ranked at featherweight. That's why I'm saying featherweight gotta be a weak weight class right now. This man that's not even ranked. Nobody want to fight Elijah Pierce though. I see what time it is with that. Nick Ball see how guys be getting knocked out. Because Pierce has never, he's been dropped, but he's never been stopped though. And usually when he gets dropped, he does is stop it. Yeah, a lot of these guys don't want no smoke with Elijah Pierce, dog. They already know what time it is. Especially at 122, it's already been some ducking and dodging going on. Now at featherweight, that's why I have no hope at featherweight right now. They trying to make TJ Doheny a factor. And his win to loss ratio is just horrible for the level he's fighting on. I mean, somebody got to say it, bro. If he's getting treated like that, yes, they need to have Elijah Pierce in the ring immediately. It's obviously a duck because if anyway is fighting guys like that, and he wouldn't fight Pierce, and now Pierce at 26, and you got Nick Ball fighting Doheny and Sam Goodman. Sam Goodman is undefeated, but he's done nothing at featherweight. So what? And he didn't fight anyway, bro. Like I keep forgetting that this dude didn't even fight anyway. They set up the fight with him and Inoue so many times. I have to forget. I have to remember that he didn't get in the ring with him. Yeah, like Robisa Ramirez. There's a lot of names at featherweight they can put in the ring. I think Nick Ball versus Ramirez is a better fight right now. Yeah, but 126 is there's no hope for real. Yeah, I think last year was the year. Well, I don't know. Yeah, last year was the year that 126 was really going to be jumping. I know they got Ray Vargas still hanging around. Unless he moved up, I don't know. Things happen every day. Yeah, but they didn't waste it 126 though. Yeah, when Nick Ball fought Ray Vargas, that's when everything should have started rolling. But they waited. That's why Fulton, he's like, man, I'm moving up. There's no use of fighting one time a year and staying in the same weight class. Gonna be drained like that, especially as you get older. But yeah, Ray Vargas, he hasn't returned yet. He was supposed to fight or have a fight coming up. So many things going on. But yeah, he's one of the last big names left at that weight class. McSay he's fighting at like 135 now or something. Oh yeah, he's returning against Carlos Castro. I forgot about that. But they canceled the show. Yeah, it was supposed to be. They said on the Lamont Roach and Tank Davis undercard. Yeah, so Ray Vargas was champion of recess. So we don't know what's going on right now. But Vargas is reactivating his champion status after Fulton moves up. Yeah, I think he still can be a factor. A lot of people forget about him. He's not active, so that's what happens. He's 34 right now. He's about to be 35. Better get active soon. Yeah, he better get active soon, man. But 126, I think with Fulton only having, so how many fights would that be for Fulton? Yeah, he's only gonna have what, two fights at 126? I know he had one earlier in his career, but yeah, only had two. Yeah, that's not good. Well, it's good for him to move up, but I think they wasted a lot of time after that Inouye fight. The man was out over a year. I don't know why they thought he was gonna keep weight off. But yeah, Nick Ball is one of the favorites at that weight class right now. I wish Ray Ford was still at 130. I mean 126, but he's at 130. I think at 130, unless he fights Foster, I think he's gonna be the guy when everybody moves up. But you have a lot of people that's calling out Foster and Stephen Fulton. It's a lot of people calling them out. But yeah, that's what happens when you fight the guy. There's nobody getting close to anyway right now. So anybody who did fight him, it's gonna be a lot of people asking to fight you. Okay, yeah, I'm pulling up something right now. I'm pulling something up right now. Yeah, shout out to everybody for tuning in, man. I'm just gonna do this little segment real quick. Now I know a lot of people don't want to hear about this guy, but I was gonna bring this up just to bring it up because it leads to other things. Bro, the sad part about this is, and I'm not even trolling. I wasn't gonna do this, but I'm gonna pull this up. I'll do that so everybody know when this was. Pull up this picture real quick so everybody know what I'm talking about. If y'all want to see a video I'm talking about, I'm gonna pull up the picture so you guys can check it out. Very good picture. You wouldn't want to miss if you haven't seen the interview. But I just noticed something, and I'm not being funny, not trolling. Where's the picture at? Bro, does this man have flabs on his chest and his stomach is poking out through his shirt? Whoa. Man, that's a bad look. Yeah, that's not good, man. Appreciate everybody coming through, man. Hit the like button. Just doing a little segment real quick. I'm gonna come back on later on. But do y'all see this? Stu's chest is flabby, like a fat guy. That's not good. But yeah, I wanted to read this what he was saying on this video. The guy had asked him quick too. This is like the first 2 minutes of the video. The video is 50 minutes long. The first 2 minutes, bro, he says, uh, he said, he said, who do you want to fight next? He said, Rolly, I want my rematch. And then he was like, yeah, hell yeah. And he was like, yeah, that was not me. Ryan said, that was not me. Everybody knows that. What happened, like, if, he was like, if you don't mind me asking, what happened at that fight? He said, just, I just got really, he said, it just got really low for me. I had no energy, my aura, I lost everything. This is what Ryan's saying. He's saying he lost because he had no energy, my aura, I lost everything. So, when you don't have your aura, you blank. Something don't go wrong. I don't want to play the audio because I can't play it unless I pull the video up on this thing. He said I wasn't really into the fight. Like the whole venue, everything was just super whack. My training camp went horrible. I had this hand injury, everything. Like it was just bad. But like I said, no excuses. Now, bro. Hey, did y'all hear what I just said? I want to read that one more time. Just, I'll make it quick. But he said he won his rematch. He won with Rolly because that was not him, and everybody knows that. And then bro was asking like, "What happened?" He was like, "It just got really low for me. My energy, I had no energy." Now he says no excuses. It sound like excuses. He said it got really low for me. That sound like one excuse. I had no energy. That's two. No aura. That's three. I lost everything. I don't know what that means, but that's four. He said, "Do you?" He said, "You know, when you don't have your aura with you, things don't go right. It don't go well. You see, I wasn't really into the fight, like the whole venue, everything. It was just super whack. My training camp went horrible. This dude talking like he won the main event, bro. That's the crazy part. Like, bro is talking like he wasn't the main event. Like, you fought in Times Square. I don't care if it was a crowd or not. That's what I'm saying, man. Superstars, real superstars will show up. But that was a million excuses. But then he said, I had this hand injury, everything. But like I said, no excuses. Span said no excuses. Delusional. Man, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Bruh started saying some weird stuff on this podcast, bro. And yeah, if y'all want to follow me on Rumble, follow me on Rumble. I might do a video. They'll let me do it on Rumble. You know, YouTube be tripping. But man, I might have to do a video about what bro was saying after this. Bro, he started asking this dude Ryan questions. Everything it don't even got nothing to do about it, so I'm not even gonna get into it right now, bro. Like, anybody who sees this, please go watch this interview. The first five minutes is all you need to watch. You're gonna be like, what? This dude is insane. Bro, insane. Yeah, go watch the first 5 minutes of this. Super wild. I can't explain it. But yeah, I can't wait till the fights come on this weekend. Today Wednesday. Yeah, I'm gonna start talking about those probably tomorrow. They always got some news coming out. I might talk about it later on though. They always got some news coming out before a fight happens. Yeah, that Matias and Dawson Smith fight, that fight gonna be good. It's gonna be a tough fight at 140. Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight. Yeah, I'm gonna come back on later, man. But yeah, if y'all want to see something wild today, go back and watch this video right here. I might do a video about this. But this, if y'all haven't seen this live or whatever, go back and watch the first 5 minutes of this. They just dropped it, what, 3 days ago? Bro, craziest thing I done seen. I didn't even finish it. To be honest with you, I cut it off in what, 3 minutes? So I'm looking at the transcript right now. Man, I can't believe they were saying the stuff I'm looking at right now. From 3 minutes, past 3 minutes, yeah, they start talking crazy. Yeah, no way kids can get on this channel. If kids can get on this channel, then I'll be shocked. Conversation they just had was wild. But yeah, another thing I'm gonna say before I get off of here, the man is not gonna fight it. Haney's gonna fight in November, and the man is trying to fight Rolly in December. Crazy. It's a duck move, man. Like at this point, it's so bad. Haney name shouldn't even be mentioned with this guy again. Yeah, it's a duck move. It's bad too. But yeah, what's the move with Angelo Leo though? Yeah, they definitely need to have a fight with him. It seems like they saving him for an anyway fight though. They ain't trying to have him near Espinoza. That ain't gonna happen. Don't believe what you hear. They not trying to make that happen right now. Well, yeah, I appreciate everybody coming on. Be back on here later on.